take the time explaining these things again. I think I've created a video also for this. So this is how you can do in the cloud base. You can do unsubscription here. Okay. So the person before this, the person comes here, clicks here, and then when it goes there, if that is subscriber key, it will be unsubscribe at the all subscriber level. Now, what you can also do is you have this email. This is was invitation. This is not once click unsubscribe. What I'm asking the person is to click the button if he wants to unsubscribe. Or sometimes you have to have one click event. So unsubscribe, this is like one click. Hmm. And you simply saying that you have to click a button. I'm not giving a provision, but simply saying that person to unsubscribe. For that, what I can do, okay, I'm just removing this one because this will lead to issue. Okay, I'm just removing this one. You understood what I said? Just publish this. Simply publish. Let me take the Cloudbase ID message one. Okay, instead of 143 73 1473, here was 1473. I'm making 1474. So directly the person will go and say you on. He doesn't have to submit a button. He will simply be unsubscribed from this one click. If I say we are sorry, you have already we miss you. You are already unsubscribed. So unsubscribe also handled. Any questions till now? Tell me now.
No questions.
I know I'm a devil. So what else were left? Let's go back to this questions or unsubscription. So related to unsubscription also, I think we defined, right? So unsubscription in the journey, if you use publication list, okay. So this is where is the journey. So we have defined a lot of times. If you create a publication list, where was the journey for session 5? So webinar, and this was my email. So here I use different ways to do it. So delivery options. Here I've said all subscriber. If you have to select publication list, then you select with the publication list. Okay, and do that. If it's all subscriber, your honky dory is safe. It's a blanket. So once the person is unsubscribed, you don't have to see exit criteria or anything. It will be handled automatically by the OMM while sending the email. So that is there. If it's a publication list, then this email, how many emails we have? One, two, three. All has to be related to the same publication list. And what I remember Achal asking is, if somebody unsubscribe from publication list, will that person will be unsubscribed from all subscriber? No, it doesn't happen. If the person unsubscribes from all subscriber, it will be replicated to all the publication list. So it is a top down approach. And if a person is unsubscribing from all subscriber, it will be unsubscribed from all the publication list. But if you are unsubscribing from a publication list, it does not get reflected to the all subscriber. So in all subscriber, the person will be active, but in that particular publication list, it will be unsubscribed. This was the question that was raised by Achal. Oh, not download, uh, present. So what else? So how your managed subscription is done, data extensions you understood, right? How to update, attribute group is done, composite subscriber key also done. This one,
Shashi,
interaction. Hmm.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I understood. But I just wanted to know why exactly we use. I mean, if you can give a use case. I mean, I can see a use case here, but I just wanted to know why we use composite key. What's the real purpose for using it?
What was the real purpose of using it? So I gave you the purpose just now with this webinar, like of a subscriber, I am a subscriber, right? So I can, I need to receive an email from the same journey twice. It's not like we have an option in the journey builder saying what options we have in the setting. At the this one, either no entry anytime or re-entry after exit. So if you already have those subscribers to present and you say only enter after exit, it means the person is not going to enter when there is concurrently to that same person can't have, like let's say take this journey. Okay. So webinar one, Sasi is at this phase. He opened the email, but he hasn't registered. Okay. There is another email that has to be sent to Sasi for webinar 2. So since Sasi is already in the journey, Then if you have this setting as the setting as what you say, not this default email address, saying that entry only after exit. Then Sasi, the another subscriber for campaign, will only enter into journey once Sasi is exited from webinar one, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
So you have to identify. Now, यहाँ पे एक दूसरा caveat is you have this data extension. Now, let's say in this webinar invitation, if I see subscriber key is different, primary key is different. Okay, so you people, I don't know why you're getting confused here. Let's say so this invitation. Okay, in this invitation, if I'm sending this is for use case, then subscriber key is related to subscriber key. Hmm. So mapping of subscriber key with subscriber key. I can make a subscriber ID, but that is I don't like subscriber key. Okay. Now your composite key is coming with composite key means primary key. How many primary key you are defining is table to identify that record uniquely. And another point here is with your attribute group. So your attribute group here, you're basically everything happening with this contact data, contact key. So contact key with the master key. Uh, so if I just say just example, let's say if I have to build one attribute saying for webinar just for uh, demo, let's say session 5. Now this will create an issue if I do this one. Okay, so this for webinar, let's say, and if I want to link with the, let's say I have this webinar invitation. Now I have a composite key here, and if I say webinar invitation, I didn't use master D. Now this will be one to many, isn't it? One to many. Huh? So this, if I use this in the journey, then this will have lot of issues because this is one to many. So when you do the contact evaluation in the journey, this is going to create an issue. Now you see whatever is already mapped, that is by default those are added. Confirmation and webinar metadata, that is you don't have to build, right? It's totally added here. And this is one to many. And when you are doing one to many, if you configure with this attribute group, you'll have lot of issues because now this is one too many. So path definition of the journey will also be impacted. Again, going back to Sumit, what now? Tell me what's your confusion is. I want to delete this. What your confusion is?
No, now I'm getting. I mean, the reason I was confused there, I wanted to ask how the evaluation done. So what I wanted to ask, like you have a master DE, right? And when a
Hmm.
record enters, can we use a composite key there? Because what you're doing is you're trying to use a relationship. You're not using it as a main source DE, right? So
That's
what I
why,
wanted,
see, that's why my design first thing when I come here and when I say I want to brainstorm, I got a use case, right? So that's why I said here, if I have to design something, then first I'll come to this design your data model. That is the first thing that comes to my mind, right? Otherwise what people normally do, that's what I was saying here, कि अगर तुम लोग करते हो, then you're going to create a webinar invitation, make a primary, make a composite key, and then go to data attribute and create an attribute that will be one to many, which will lead to issue. Rather than I'll go with this design saying that I have a master D first, which is one to one. So I'll first make it sacrosanct with this master D, which is one to one. And if there is one to many, like with this invitation, then I have this one to many, but on top of that, I have other relationship which will make it one to one. So I'll not have an issue. So if I have to go to journey, I'll always use master D to make the evaluation, not the webinar invitation. This is what
yep,
relationship is all about.
yeah, I got it now. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Thank you so much.
If
Yeah.
people, yeah, if new people will come and they will design a attribute group like normally what people do, right? Just now I showed you. Again, I'm showing you. If I do this with say session 5, hmm, and I say this for email, and if I do this, and if I just add webinar invitation, it will have, let me link again. If I have to link this again with webinar invitation, obviously this will have issues because the evaluation is happening with one to many, right? So let's say webinar invitation and subscriber key. The subscriber key, this is one to many, it never be one to one because the subscriber here in the invitation will have multiple times. If I do this now, if you going to use this in a journey, how this evaluation is going to affect your evaluation, isn't it? यहाँ पे अब तुम यहाँ पे जाके तुम यहाँ पे क्या बोल रहे हो? कि मैं भाई दूसरा यूज करूंगा, इसको चेंज करना है, मुझे दूसरा कॉन्टैक्ट डेटा यूज करना है। हाँ, सो इसको डिलीट करके नाउ यू से कॉन्टैक्ट डेटा एंड यू से इसको रिफ्रेश करना है टू गेट अ सेशन 5, देन द इवैल्यूएशन इज गोइंग टू इम्पैक्ट यू। समझ आ रहा है, नहीं आ रहा है, आई डोंट नो।
Yeah, I'm getting it now.
सो सेशन 5 webinar invitation, then I'm saying what is this, say webinar id। हाँ, you see ऊपर में आ गया पीला करके। हाँ, at least one of the attributes filter criteria produce multiple matching by default journey builder matching value, so it's not going to give you what you say email address। ठीक है,
Yeah,
you
this
keep
is
on
what I've
adding, keep
asked.
on adding।
Sorry.
Uh-huh.
This is what I've asked exactly. I mean, the complete question was I wanted to know about one-to-one mapping, how it works, because I believe we
Uh,
can somewhat do it in journey data, but not sorry with the contact data, but not possible with the journey data. I mean, that's what I remember. But yeah, now I'm
See,
getting you
this
what
is
you meant.
contact data, this is contact data. I took contact data, not journey data. Yeah, yeah, see, I'm going back, so I said contact data, not journey
Mm.
data. So this evaluation is even, see here also, if you take webinar, let's say journey data, remove this contact data, okay, ऊपर वाला जो uh, orange color is gone, okay, now you say webinar id, okay, it's not null, ये तो is okay, this is okay if you do with journey, because your composite key is already evaluating another one. But if I take it contact data instead of journey data, now I'll say contact data, not journey data, contact data. Okay, now I'm going to session 5 and I'm saying webinar invitation and I'm saying webinar ID. Just add, then this is coming up. This is what I'm saying. See, if you people ask the question, then you will get a proper answer. That's why I'm saying, though I take lot of efforts to build, I don't know how much people understand what I'm building. That's what my curiosity always rises. कि मैं बहुत मेहनत कर रहा हूँ भाई तुम लोग समझाने को। What I'm saying, step one, see this, and when I say this step one, do this and build your. I don't know how many people follows. They have to, what I'm saying, they have to watch the video not once. They have to watch the video multiple times. Hmm. So this one is done. See, coming back to this, when we use interaction, this one, I said in my blog, it is an old story, but let me see that blog. Uh, the subscribers I had added here. I have to search. Normally, I have to search. I have to remember the subscribers. Yeah, data view subscribers. Okay, yeah. So here I have explained a lot of no, not even this. This was data view. Friends attributes data view subscribers. Anyway, if I find it, I'll give you that one as well. But I have posted in my blog. I have to search what I have given. Contact deletion. No, something related to subscribers only. It has to be subscribers only. I have to search. Okay, but I have to see. I have given something. A very small definition. Okay, somebody had asked this question, so I said with the query studio only. I said this one is with Salesforce V2, V3. When I'm saying Salesforce V2, preceded by Marketing Cloud Connect. Okay, use hidden list in the subscriber Salesforce. I think I'll give it in the chat. Maybe you go and read these articles. Okay, what is this trigger hidden? What is V2, V1, V2, Salesforce V1, V2 integration? That will help. Hmm. Maybe I'll keep it in a notepad or okay. How many people follows? पता नहीं. ठीक है.
Thank you,
So
Shashi.
this is the one. What was the other one? How long does it? That is answered. Okay. So just go and watch session 3. I think in the Salesforce data, I was drafting, so read that as well. So it was session 3. I have to see session 3. I think topic Salesforce data, and here I was discussing. I said here in this line number in point number 4. I said, see here, right? Point number 4, Apex platform, SOAP API, process builder. All these things come into this here, process limits. You have this process builder limits. You have to go process builder limits. Given everything, but actually you people have to follow what I'm saying. Listen carefully, then you'll understand why that process limits, what it has to do with the process limit and all. Then this will give you, see, active records change process rules per object, that is 50. Okay, developer enterprise performance or developer edition, that is process limit of 50. Total processes 5 per process type, 4,000 per process type. Huh? So this depends on how your records that is flowing in. I put a lot of effort, but anyway, I'm not blaming you all, but this is what it is. You people have to carefully listen to what I'm saying. What else left? Did I covered everything? So this is the last session, by the way. Okay. So I'm giving you some time to, if you have any questions with Journey Builder. I covered everything for Journey Builder. No, any boot camp or any other enablement program will help you what I have helped. Chest thumping. But that is true. Bolo.
One question, Sasi, Deepak here. So when
Mhm.
we are sending communications to the contact data, I mean, the data in the journey, we are using multiple emails along the different paths, right? So do we have to include only one publication list? We can use publication list or different publication list. I just want to understand. Sasi.
You have an option to select which publication you want to use.
Yes,
So it based
yes,
on your email label. So I'll consider this as an email activity, right? So
yes.
individual email activity, you have the right to
Yeah,
select
we
which
can.
one. So you can also select, say the message, this one, say configuration, even the sender profiles, sender classification and profiles also you can
Yes.
change based on your touch point. So it's up to you.
Yeah. So another question following up with this, Sasi. So
Mm,
if a customer is unsubscribing in the first email, which is configured
mm,
for let's say ABC publication list, and
mm,
in a different path following that,
mm,
the
mm,
email to is also configured with the ABC publication list. So that email will not be sent to the customer, right? Because he's subscribed in the first email.
mm, mm. True.
So in that way also we can manage unsubscribe and does not have to send the email to it will not be sent.
Oh, see,
So this way,
yeah, see, this is email one and consider this is email two.
yes,
Okay. Now, for email one, use publication one, and your email two use publication two. Obviously, they
yes,
are not, they are parallel. They are not in the same line,
yes,
right? So, if the person unsubscribe from email one, and if the person, is flowing, this is that, then this journey will still flow forward, though he is
yes,
unsubscribed from here, but he is unsubscribed from publication one, not from two. So it's still there. That's why you have this exit criteria, that if you want to exit, then from exit criteria you can exit the person. But
yes,
if you still want the person to flow and you're using publication 2, the person will remain, get the email 2. It has no
yes.
impact with that unsubscription.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
if the second mail also configured with the publication one, then the email to will not be sent. So that's the we were
अब थोड़ा सा
discussing
धीरे
this.
अब धीरे से सुनो. Hmm. When the person यहाँ से decision split, I have a decision split. Now the person is moving forward and came to email invitation. Okay. Now in the email invitation, you are first, before sending, you're first checking whether the person is subscribed or unsubscribed from that message option, delivery option. If the person is unsubscribed from all subscriber and you're using delivery option as all subscriber, the person is not going to receive the email. Now, if you're using publication list, and in the publication list, the person is यहाँ पे, we don't have publication list, by the way, अगर होता दिखा देता. But if publication list, if I'm selling a publication list, either in the shared one or in the public one यहाँ पे, so here at the time of sending, then it is evaluating at the time of sending. This is done, and then the person is moving forward. If what your option is, ये person को email ही नहीं मिला तो यहाँ तक तो आने का बात ही नहीं है, ये तो नीचे चला जाएगा, open क्या delivery नहीं हुआ. Evaluation is happening at this time. This exit criteria is having evaluation at the wait time.
Yes, Sasi. Yeah,
Clear?
got you,
थोड़ा सा.
Sasi.
हाँ. Now
Clear.
other option, other point is, other thing that you have to discuss is, like when I'm creating this email, I'm also, see, publication list तो sending time में हो गया, but in this message, how I am managing the unsubscription, that is also be seen, right? Like here, I am basically redirecting the person to a cloud page which says not publication list, it's saying all subscriber. So you also have to take into consideration ki how you're managing your unsubscription. In your email also, email label के अंदर content में भी तुम कैसे कर रहे हो, that also has to be taken. Delivery is different, management is different. That's why I'm saying on subscription के लिए different, total differentiation enablement होना चाहिए.
Okay, sir.
So
Yeah,
don't get
got it.
confused that
Okay,
sending an email is different and managing the subscription is different.
got it. Yeah, clear, sir. Thank you.
What else? Okay. लग गया, मैं तो थका नहीं. Anyway, yeah. Okay, what you're saying? Go ahead again.
Decision split.
In the decision split, okay.
Uh, After that, 7 days email is there, right? I mean, once
7
the
days wait
registration,
period.
yeah.
Uh,
After the first join, there is one decision split, right? Where we are capturing. If registered, we will send something. If not, then reminder. So how are we capturing that true or false, like that attribute
okay.
value?
So I haven't implemented. Just I gave a
But
brief here. Like if
mm,
you click on register,
mm-hmm,
okay, and
mm-hmm,
once you click on register, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use API. If you want to use API, then it is has to be integrated with some other API. Like when you're saying API, यहाँ पे little let me make it clear.
mm,
Here in the cloud page,
mm-hmm,
okay, this is my webinar registration. Here in the registration, what happens is I'm doing a lookup and fetching. Now somebody submits this page.
mm,
Uh, if somebody submit this page, then from this, what I said, if you go to this cloud page enablement one, here in this, what I did was I'm using AMP to update, insert,
okay.
right? So if you see here, this line, this is the line. Okay. If I copy this is a full AMP script. See, I've given you the full code. So few things you have to modify. But anyway, let me just copy this code in the Visual Code. This AMP script one. Here, so I bring what I'm bringing. Here in the request parameter, I'll bring the subscriber key and the webinar ID. So this will be subscriber key, and then here this one will be webinar ID. So modify your code. We don't read other things as a request
Yeah.
parameter.
Mm,
Okay, and then uh, after that you can do a lookup and all, or bring all other details, right? Like he
mm.
person has unsubscribed. Sorry, this is registration.
Registered.
So from
Mm,
subscriber key, you bring the first name, last name, everything. Bring a lookup, assign it to a variable from the webinar ID. Bring the webinar ID, and maybe the join URL. Either you create a webinar in Zoom or some other places. Bring the join URL and append it here. Either you hard code
yeah.
or either you see that will be another topic. Like if
Mm,
I have to implement ICS, then ICS for that you can create an image, okay, upload it here. The ICS file you have to upload into your what I can do here, right? So here I can have another block saying that with the image I can upload that image here, okay, and I add it there. There are a lot of ways to do that, but simple without diverting is here you populate, you assign all those variables and do the offset to where you have to offsetting, not in the master D, but into which data extension we are using. So that was join URL. So the webinar confirmation. So inside webinar
mm,
confirmation data extension, I'm going to offset it, right? All the
yeah.
values and populate and add it. That will take another session. So that's why I'm saying
Okay.
maybe you
Yeah, I
go
got it.
and visit this cloud page and understand how to offset into
Mm,
data extension using cloud page also. I've already created a
right.
blog.
Mm,
Huh. If you follow this 1, 2, 3, this is part 4. So for this also, you have 1, 2, and 3, 4. So if you go to this fourth page also, even I have included code resource. Yeah. So that your super message consumption and everything will be done. Hmm. So I said, see, use JSON code resource and do. I've said everything.